In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use Firebase Users Collection. By the end, you'll know exactly how to create a users collection in Cloud Firestore and add your first user document with a clean, scalable structure. First, open the Firebase console and sign into your account. From the project list, select the project you want to work with. If you're already in the right place, you'll land on your project's overview. The console is where you manage all Firebase products, and Firestore is the database we'll use for storing user records. Look over to the left-hand sidebar and click Build. This menu groups the tools you'll use to develop your app. From there, choose Firestore Database. Firestore is a NoSQL document-based database that stores data in collections and documents instead of tables and rows, which makes it flexible and great for evolving app requirements. When the Firestore page opens, select the Data tab. This tab shows all your collections and documents. Since we're setting things up for the first time, you won't see much yet. That's expected. We're going to add a top-level collection that will hold your user documents. Click Start Collection. This opens a form where you'll define the main container for your user records. A collection in Firestore is simply a group of documents. Each document can hold fields, nested objects, and even sub-collections. Keeping a clear structure here will make your app easier to maintain. In the Collection ID field, enter the name for your collection. A common and clear choice is users, all lowercase, without spaces. Collection IDs are case sensitive and shouldn't include slashes. Pick a consistent naming convention now, because changing it later can be tedious. Using users helps anyone on your team instantly understand what lives inside this collection. Next, you'll set up the first document. You'll see a field labeled Document ID. You can type your own ID, or you can click the Auto ID option and let Firestore generate a unique identifier for you. Auto-generated IDs are great for avoiding collisions and keeping things simple during prototyping. If you already have a stable identifier for each user, such as an authentication user ID, you might prefer to enter that here for easy lookups later. Either approach works. The important part is to be consistent with how you plan to reference user records in your app. Now it's time to add fields to this initial user document. In the field name box, type name. This is a straightforward example that represents a user's display name. To the right, pick the type of data you want to store. In this case, choose string because a name is text. Then enter a sample value for the name field. If you need additional fields like an account status or a sign-up timestamp, you can add them later. For now, we're keeping this focused on a single, clear field to demonstrate the flow. Before saving, take a quick moment to double-check what you've entered. The collection ID is users, the document ID is either your custom value or an auto-generated one, and the name field is set with the string type and a text value. When everything looks good, click Save. Firestore will create the collection, add the document, and write the field you defined. After saving, you'll return to the data view where you'll see the user's collection on the left and your new document inside it. Clicking the document will show its fields on the right. From here, you can add more fields, edit values, or create additional documents as your user base grows. You can also add sub-collections under a specific user if you need to group related data, like preferences or activity, without cluttering the main document. A couple of tips before we wrap up. Keep your field names consistent and descriptive, and choose data types that match the values you store. Strings for text, numbers for counts, booleans for true or false, and timestamps for dates. Plan your structure with the reads and writes your app will perform in mind, because Firestore billing is based on those operations. And as you move toward production, review your security rules so only the right people can read or write user data. That's it. You've created a users collection, added your first document, and set a solid foundation for managing user data in Firestore.